Hi, everyone. We're here to present a case study for the AMF, the quest to empower and engage. We're taking a complex financial technology and simplifying it. So I'm Jen Schell, CEO and founder of Finliti. I'm an associate portfolio manager and a licensed life insurance representative.
I'm Jonathan Brent. I'm the content lead at Finliti, and I'm going to let Jen take this one away for you guys.
Thanks, Jonathan. So here's the challenge. How can we empower Canadian consumers to make wise decisions when engaging with digital financial tools? And this challenge was presented by the Autorité des marchés financiers. So here's the problem. How do we build a trust exchange among stakeholders in the capital markets ecosystem? We need to have trust and tools that work, and we need to have trust in financial institutions to provide financial advice, transparency in fees, and reporting with sufficient data protection. And even the high net worth people want this from their investment advisor or the other investment professional, with 50% of their clients wanting those tools being integrated for their digital capabilities. So you may be familiar with the meme stock saga that happened, and more recently, the crypto winter. And so what happened was there was a big fluctuation and then a big crash afterwards. And this is where we are today, somewhere in the middle. Now, there's a testimony from SEC Chair Gary Gensler that really demonstrate how all the problems that were listed in here and things that can be improved to promote integrity of the capital markets and also to protect the consumer. So this is where we did a lot of research on this and we got to the bottom of it. And there's an issue with controlled motivation. Now, what that is, it's feeling pressure to act by shame to get rewards or avoid punishment. Amotivation is even worse, and that's total disengagement with any of the solutions that exist. And so they shut down, and there are zombie accounts that are at those financial institutions when they do their trading. They just have no intention of acting. Now, if you think it's overwhelming in the financial sector to deal with this, it is. It's a big issue. And this is a timeline of all the events that are happening recently. And most recently, we're all dealing with inflation and rising interest rates. Excellent report on the democratization of retail investing if you'd like to read it over the weekend. So what's the solution to all this? Well, we need a financial ecosystem with evidence-based research and collaboration that provides the customer with accessible, inclusive, and effective strategies. There's a framework that we can all follow, and we can reduce barriers, make things non-jargony. We can catalyze action. This means having some behavioral components into the solution. And we need to have customer achievement as well. They need to feel that they're getting a lot of value for what they're paying for in the solution. So that's where it boils down to autonomous motivation. We need to develop that curiosity and make everyone interested to be able to develop their financial knowledge and to get engaged with it. So we have a SWOT analysis here, and what's working, what's not. Well, the KYC is actually a really good document because it's consistent across the world with minor variations, and this is helpful to build on top of that. Now, there are some weaknesses, like we could use some more collaboration, and there's lots of opportunities with new demographics and new use cases. And this is where our FIPI can help, which I'll explain later. There are a lot of threats too with finfluencers and misinformation. And if this hasn't driven you nuts already, I don't know what will. So essentially, when it's in your face, it's all you see, it gets very tiring. And that's where we come to the building block for customer autonomy. And autonomy is really the key in this whole concept. So we have the FIPI, and what it does, it's a personality-driven financial empowerment tool. It builds those skills for the retail investors, and it builds in capacities and healthy behaviors so that they can achieve better outcomes, whether that's achieving their goals, happiness, or money. And it's a scalable process. So everybody's different. There's no right or wrong answer. Everyone has their own version of how they perceive risk. And when you understand that, you can tailor products around this and you can build those skills. You can reduce some of those negative behaviors and organization strategies. You can build the strategies around things so that you can give nudges and create a disciplined process that takes small steps to increase their net worth. And this will spill over into other areas of financial literacy as well. So knowledge is power. The more you increase your financial knowledge, the more money you can make. So what is the KYC? Well, it is actually the first part of the onboarding process, no matter where you are in this process and no matter who you are. When you go to invest, you will fill out a KYC. And it's here that the retail investor's destiny is predetermined. So suitability is actually undergoing a digital revolution. There's new regulations that came into play. Knowing your product is very important, just like knowing your client. And the two have to match. So with risk tolerance and risk aversion, you need a balance of the two, and it's really understanding the different perspectives. So the FIPI score is numerical and a scientifically validated instrument that doesn't judge. It just gives you a number of where you fall on the spectrum of risk tolerance and risk aversion. The whole point is to create empathy and to validate people's feelings so that they can really take a solution that's custom for them and that speaks to their values. So the onboarding process is where it all begins, and we give access, education, and provide a trusted platform because we give actionable results. With the FIPI investor profile indicator, you can enhance the KYC capability and give bespoke data insights. So you want a goal set, and you can pick a goal and know what the time horizon is and also attach that to the goal and to the product and to your personality of what you'd like to do. So the know your product selection process is affiliated with each of these dimensions, but these dimensions can blend. So you might have a score that's a mix of both of them, any one of them, and you can create products that are actually catered to each of these personalities. So somebody in swag, for instance, may like some structured products or something with options in it. And somebody who's high in inhibition may want a more protected strategy. People who are high in conventionality love ESG, and they may want some solutions that deal with that. So you can have good gamification with feedback involved, and you need to be protected against the financial foes. So you can have good gamification with feedback as long as that's involved. And you need to be mindful of the financial foes. These are outside influences and internal influences that may impact your investments. And we can develop a customized strategy that will tailor to each of these different types of people and investors. So how do we measure this, and how do we make money while also benefiting the customer, the retail investor? So we've decided that we've actually discovered that there are metrics for results. And the best way to measure this and to use this in the business model is to look at a couple different things. So the cardinal utility, which you may know as the net promoter score. So how willing somebody's able to refer the product out, and also using marginal utility. And this economic model took some time, but it deals with these behaviors, and it deals with the satisfaction gained by the retail investor when consuming additional units of financial knowledge. This allows for monetization while also protecting the retail investor's best interests because we're working towards a common goal. Now, data storage and analysis compliance is very important. We don't deal with any AI. We have some machine learning and maybe more once we get some more data with our results. But we do comply with all of these, and we comply with PIPEDA and the Cybersecurity Act, and we don't hold any confidential data that's held at the brokerage level. So we're really a SaaS tool and providing the technology to help support a lot of these brokerages where people do investments. So you can get your results, use the power of technology to help you, and get a better position on your investments. So thank you, understand risk and reap the rewards, and please feel free to contact us. And here's the link to the FIPI if you're curious about the results. And here's the appendix with the research that we've done. Thank you very much. And if you'd like, you can watch a demonstration video.